Any other organizers or panelists on the line. When you are ready to begin the presentation, press the Start Broadcast button on the GoToWebinar control panel to allow all attendees to hear you. This system will notify you once you begin your broadcast.
Okay, so let's start the prayer. Om Ganana Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannotibhis Siddhasadanam Om Mahaganapataye Namaha Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham karishyami siddhir bhavatu me sada Vagartha viva sampraktau Vagartha pratipattaye Jagatah pitaro vande Parvati parameshwarau. Okay. So, let me just start by saying about recordings. See, people for Apple Macintosh, I don't have a solution because it requires some conversion, and actually while trying to do that, I, ended up getting my whole PC messed up for 2 days. I mean, I had to go back to factory settings to start again. So that's something which is not going to happen immediately. But I'm planning to, no promise on this one. I will try to make the classes that we have available until the next class, so that at any point in time you should be able to access the last classes, and that may
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
So, I don't know why. Okay. So just check if people are hearing me. Okay. Send one message out. Yeah. So that is the plan. As far as recording goes, it will be available for one class, and then I'll probably put them on a DVD at some point in time and have them available at the bookstore. So anybody who wants to go back more than the last class has to get it from the bookstore. So online access will be for one set of classes. And if I can do something for the people on Mac, I will put that also available, make that also available for 1 week. I mean, that assuming I get it in by, say, Wednesday or Thursday, so that before the next weekend, if I can put it in, I would do so that people have time over the weekend to catch up, and then one whole week after that. Okay. And I did receive feedback from several people, Padmanavanji from Utah, and I think Ganeshan wrote something. So one of the feedbacks I'm receiving is that, we should try and see if we can do it every Saturday, reduce the number of hours now. But I don't think that is feasible, at least for people who are coming here, real time, who are sitting here. And I'm finding the spread is at least, it's almost even, or maybe this will even be more, because I thought, the registration went up about 50 in the last 2 weeks. But the number of people who are attending remained the same, just 30. So as I see it, people have to be committed. If I see a much higher number online, then I will try to think about whether online community can be accommodated better by doing something. But this thing once in 2 weeks, primarily because people can come here physically. If not, if it's every week, they cannot be here every week. Impossible. So as of now, I don't plan to change any of this. I'll at least let this stabilize over a couple of weeks, and then we will go. And this screen is going to get replaced by a larger screen here on the wall, so you should get a better projection that you can look at. And if the numbers increase here, we will put one more screen on the other side, and with 2 of them, we can have 30 more chairs on that side. We'll remove that table from there, and we'll be in business. So that's the plan as of now. But I'm not going to order another projector or screen until I see that we are maxing out on space here, because there is enough space still. Today I don't think we had any trouble. Okay. So I do appreciate everybody giving me feedback. I think Ammu gave me the feedback that at places I speak very, very fast. That's why I requested my organizers to help me if I'm going faster. And any of you who's in the audience in front of me is also welcome to, raise your hand and do this. And I will know it means not question, but saying go slower. I'll be okay with that. Okay? I mean, I don't have any problem with any of you doing that, because that will help me do what I have to do better. Okay? All right. So that said, what we can try to do right now is since I want to introduce some kind of reading, let's look at this Antoine's Prathama Patha. Oh, not Antoine, I'm sorry. It's this infant reader. Okay? Not Antoine, infant reader. And I'll try to correlate it with what I'm talking about as well, okay? Yes. There's a question? Yeah.
Yeah. Shankarji, actually, like some of the words you speak is not coming through this webinar. I don't know if it's the same experience to everybody. Some of them is cut off in between. We have a broadband, so everybody experiencing this, I don't know. But some of them, hopefully, in the recording, it will not be like this, hopefully.
No, see, what you hear is more likely to be the recording. Now, there's one small possibility that I am using a mic to go into my mic here, okay? And sometimes my face may be turned away because I'm looking elsewhere. So I will try to keep that in mind. And again, you can check if I'm far away from mic and just monitor the hearing. Yeah, that will be better. And if anybody have that problem, if you consistently find for less than, say, 20 seconds if my sound is not clear, you please raise your hand. Okay? Because then one of the organizers will see it immediately and alert me to that. At least I will ask you, what's your problem? Right? So that way we'll ensure that you don't miss out on something which is being said. Okay?
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other comments? Okay. So see what I was trying to cover in the last class. Again, I will start with what I said in the last class. That whenever we have these verbs, the Tinganta Prayoga, which means Tinganta means verbs. Okay. When we have verbs, those verbs can only be denoting, can only be tracking what? A noun, yes, but what kind of noun? So I'm saying verbs can track only a noun, all right, but what kind of a noun? Which is an agent of the action of that verb. Or the second one is it is an object. Same thing, object of the action, right? So these are the only two things that a Tinganta word, a verb, will track. Okay? I'm not talking of participles. Okay? Because you'll hear a word like gataha, no, pathitaha. These are participles. We're not talking of that. We are only talking of Tinganta words, like patati, patata, pathanti, etc. With any of the 10 lakaras. Those 9 forms can only track this. And when the verb in the sentence is tracking the agent of the action, then we use the word kartari prayoga. We use the word kartari prayoga. Kartari, as I explained in my last class, kartari means, karta means agent. Kartru is the pratipadikam for the word agent. Kartari is, as I said, relating to the agent. So the prayoga, the usage of the words, the sentence, when relates to agent, which means what? The verb is, the agent is tracking the verb, or the verb is tracking it as a track each other mutually, then such a situation, it is called kartari prayoga. And when the verb tracks the object of the noun which is the object of that verb, then it is called karmani prayoga. Okay? And irrespective of what it does, whenever it tracks, it is always in nominative. It can be plural, dual, or 1 by 1 or 1 by 2 or 1 by 3, which means it is first case singular, first case dual, or first case plural. But you rest assured that if the verb is tracking the noun, that noun has to be nominative. So what do you do? First step you do is whenever you see a sentence, try to identify the verb. This is what we started even the last time. I said, Saraswati Namastubhyam. And then I went off because that Namaha is not a verb. But then I went to Saraswati. Correct? But in general, I'm saying the rule is, you try to find out what is the verb. Once you spot the verb, This is not a blanket rule, but I'm saying at least for lat lakara, which is what we are dealing with first. If you see one yakara coming in the towards the end, and you find atmanepada endings which end like with a, te, ate, ate, etc. You will see like pathyate, pathyete, pathyante, pathyase, pathyethe. You know, so you will see this labhase, labhethe. Those are the forms. When you have that yakara coming just before the ta, it can be, not always, okay? It can very well be a situation where the object is being tracked. Okay? So you track, first find the verb. Then try to see whether it is tracking the agent or tracking the object. See, anyway, the thing is this. Now let us look at this. For example, you will see in Antoine Prathama Pataha is showing ajaha. Ajaha means what? A goat. Gajaha. What is gajaha? Elephant. Bala. A girl. Little girl. Mala. A necklace. The pictures are here, right? Patram. A pot. Netram. Eyes. Okay? So this is fairly clear to see at first sight. But now, what we have to do is take the next step. When I say gajaha, ajaha, what is the pratipadikam? Try to understand. Okay? Now, I will tell you that right now the first two, ajaha and gajaha, are akaranta pullinga. Okay? If you want, you can make, see, if you look in the right side, you will find ajaha is masculine, goat. You see that? I mean, if it's a small book, you'll see right side. I don't know if in your copy how it will look like. Okay? But I'm saying ajaha is masculine goat. Gajaha is masculine elephant. Now, it's only saying masculine. If you want to mark it, you can mark it. It is akaranta. Sorry. M. Right side. Right side of the book. You see like a vocabulary? Glossary? In the glossary part. You see? Ajaha, masculine, goat. Gajaha, masculine, elephant. Correct? Now, it doesn't say it's akaranta there. Okay? But I am telling you that right now, soon you will recognize it yourself. Recognize it as akaranta. Now look at bala in the glossary. What does it say? Feminine. F. F means feminine. Feminine, girl. Mala, feminine, garland. What is the ending in? Akaranta. Okay? Akaranta. Then the next one is patram. Right? Neuter. N. N means neuter. Pot. Netram. N means neuter. I. What is happening with patram and netram? See, in general, okay, what happens is this. See, now gaja is what? I told you that gajaha is gaja. This is the pratipadik. Okay? This in nominative singular becomes gajaha. Okay? Now when it is patra, actually the pratipadik is only patra. Okay? But the nominative singular form of that, the one form of that is patram. Okay? In general, you can generalize this rule that this is so for all akaranta napumsaka. When it is akaranta napumsaka, in the nominative singular, it will not remain a, it will become Okay? So, patram. Akaranta napumsakalinga. Huh? That is pullinga. That's what I'm going to tell you. If it is pullinga, it is gajaha. Suppose gaja was a neuter, napumsakalinga. It would have become gajam. It would have become gajam, gaje, gajani. Gajam, gaje, gajani. So, if you look in your Shabda Manjari, so you should correlate these because this is your reference book. Right? So I'm saying for everything, don't just say, okay, ajaha I know is good. You should know what is the pratipadikam, what is the ending, what is the linga. At least this much exercise you should do. Right? So I'm saying now if you look, on page 24. On page 24 of Shabda Manjari. Page 24 of Shabda Manjari. What would you find? Ajanta Napumsakalinga Prakaranam. So it is talking of Napumsakalingas which are ending in a vowel. Okay? Ajanta Napumsakalinga Prakaranam. So now what does Aja mean? Ajanta means is vowel ending. Start with which vowel? First vowel is A. So first one is Akaranta Napumsakalinga. What is the Shabda? Phala Shabdaha. So you can see it is not Phalam Shabdaha. Typically what happens is in a book like this or like Antoine, they will give, for neuter, they will give the nominative singular form in listing. See, when they gave you, see in this book actually he is being uniform at least. He is doing Ajaha, Gajaha for masculine, right? So when you see that, actually when you see Ajaha, Gajaha, you know it's probably masculine. Because feminine doesn't end in that, in Visarga. But don't assume that masculine always ends in Visarga. If I say Marut, it does not end in Visarga. Okay? Vanij does not end in a Visarga. So don't make that assumption. Alright? So understand that nominative singular of Akaranta ends in Visarga. Ikaranta Harihi ends in a Visarga. Ukaranta Guruhu ends in a Visarga. So generally, vowel ending, masculine, nominative singulars are ending in Visarga. Okay? But when it comes to Napumsakalinga, when it is Akaranta, the form it will take is like Phala. It will become Phalam, Phale, Phalani. Phalam, Phale, Phalani. Once you got this, now what does it say after that? What's the next line? Shesham Akaranta Pullinga Rama Shabdavat. See that? So what does it mean? Shesham. Shesham means what? Shesham means what is left out. What is left out here? He has covered this, the nominative and the first and second case. I will not even use the word nominative. See, this nominative, accusative, etc. is a word all right, but I would prefer to start using the Sanskrit equivalents. I will either say first case, second case, or I will say Prathama Vibhakti, Ditya Vibhakti. I will try to avoid using these words nominative, etc. Because some people have already got that background, I am trying to bridge that gap. But ultimately, it's better for us to stick to pure Paninian terminology when you're doing this. So that way, Panini will come to you like water. Easy. Okay? So, Shesham. Shesham is now everything other than the two Vibhaktis we have seen, which is starting with Tritiya Vibhakti onwards. Tritiya, Chaturthi, Panchami, Shashti, Saptami. Because Sambodhana is included in Phalam, Phale, Phalani. You see that? Phalam, Phale, Phalani. Phalam, He Phala, He Phale, He Phalani. Sambodhana. Then Phalam, Phale, Phalani is Dvitiya. Correct? Shesham therefore is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright? These 7 are like what? Akaranta Pullinga Ramavat. As Rama. Now, suppose you know Rama. Now you can turn to the page, keep this page, one finger on this page. Also open up to the first page. Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha. Okay? So now, third line is what? Ramena Ramabhyam Ramaihi. Now, you take that and extend it to Phala. Phalaihi. Correct? Get it? That's very simple. So you just follow the same rules. So once you learned Rama Shabda, why am I insisting on Rama Shabda? Once you got Akaranta Pullinga, Akaranta Napumsakalanga is as good as done when you learn just one more line. Phalam, Phale, Phalani. Over. You have got Akaranta Napumsakalanga. So that's easy. Right? So here I'm saying Ajaha and Gajaha are like Rama because they are Akaranta Pullinga. Okay? So if you want to make the note, as I said, you go ahead and make the note in your infant reader that it's Akaranta. Bala, as I said, is Akaranta. So once you know it's Akaranta, if you want to find it in this Shabda Manjari, where will you go? You will just go to first Ajanta Strilinga. Remember, it is Akaranta. It's Ach means vowel. So Akaranta Strilinga will be under Ajanta Strilinga. When you go to Ajanta, where do you find it now? You will find it right in the beginning. Rama. You just match the ending. Linga and ending you match. As I said, there are exceptions to everything. But this is the basics to start with at least. So Akaranta, Rama Rame Ramaha, Ramam Rame Ramaha, etc. So here what is it saying? Bala. Right? So what is the second line now? Iyam bala. Okay? I mean, second line in the sense, bala is being shown against the picture, and that is being given in a full sentence below as iyam bala. Iyam. First one was ayam ajaha. And the third one is idam patram. Right? You see that? Now, for all of these, actually, there is a single pratipadikam. Okay? The pratipadikam for all of them is what? It is called, sorry. Color. Okay. Pratipadikam is idam. Okay? Pratipadikam is idam. What are all the factors we considered for a noun? For a noun, when we are getting those forms, I said pratipadikam. What else did I say? Upasarga is for dhatu. Okay? Don't get confused. Linga, vichana, vibhakti. Good. Now, what is the possibilities of lingas? Pullinga, pumlinga. It's not pu actually, it is pum. Okay? So what happens really when you write it, it's written like this. See, what happens is that it becomes anuswara here. Okay? So that becomes pullinga. That's how you should actually pronounce it. We all say pullinga. Even I'm used to saying pullinga because of old habit. But the right way is pullinga. That nasalization should come. Pullinga. Pullinga. Not pullinga. Not pu. Pullinga. Because otherwise you are ignoring this dot here. This pum becomes pum. Okay? Pum means man. Puman. You see the word puman? That comes from pum. Same thing. Pullinga. What is the second possibility? Strilinga. What is the third possibility? Napumsakalinga. Right? Now, when I say he, what kind of a noun is it in English? Is it a noun? You call it a pronoun. In Sanskrit, we have a very nice word for it. For all pronouns, what do we call them? We call them sarvanama. What does sarvanama tell you in itself? Actually, it's a technical word in Panini's world, okay? He just says sarvadi sarvanama. Starting with this, I'm giving you a whole list. These are all called sarvanama. But I'm saying the word is meaningful. It is the name for everything. See, any object you talk of it, you can say it. Any male you are talking about, you can say he. Any female you are talking about, you can say she. It's a common name for everybody, right? That's what a pronoun is. Right? Of course, it can be used to refer to the same. Suppose I said Rama went to the forest. Then Rama went with Sita. Rama took Lakshmana. I don't have to do that. I said Rama went to forest. He took Lakshmana and Sita with him. But he comes in. Right? So therefore, now this he as a pronoun goes with a masculine. She goes with feminine. It goes with neuter. Similarly, this idam is also a pronoun. Okay? So when it goes with masculine, it goes as ayam, imau, ime. The form becomes ayam, imau, ime. Now, if you want to find them, where will you look? Let's do one thing. I'll first take you to the index page, okay? So you know the index. Alright? So in the index page, if you go to the Shabda Manjari, what will you find? You will find, first it is Ajanta Pulling, first Sadharana Shabda Vibhaga. Right? 6th chapter. Right in the beginning, index I'm looking at. 6th is Sadharana Shabda Vibhaga, under which you have Ajanta Pullinga, Ajanta Strilinga, Ajanta Napumsakalinga, Halanta Pullinga, etc. Right? What is 7th chapter? Sarvanama Shabda Prakaranam. So as soon as you want to look at a pronoun, you please go to that page. Okay? So now go to page 58. What do you find under 58? It tells you right in the beginning. There are 35 pronouns which are classified into the following 6 kinds. Okay? I will not want you to actually stick with this number 35. Okay? Don't worry about that number. There are pronouns. Because numbers depend on how you count. All right. So don't worry about the count. But he's talking of personal pronouns, relative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, numeral pronouns. He's giving a lot of them, right? Now, I'm not a good English grammar person. So if anybody wants to say what is demonstrative, you can say that. Okay. Did they teach that to you in school? Yeah. Or Navya? Do they teach you English grammar? What is demonstrative pronoun? No grammar? Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what it means actually in English. But you can see our word, why I went to demonstrative is our word which you're interested in sitting in there. Idam. Last one in that list. Number 4, demonstrative, in that you see last word is idam. Okay? What does it mean? It's in brackets. This. Right? Now, this is the word we are looking at. So what does it mean, the sentence now? I am ajaha. Now, is there a verb here? Is there a verb here? No. It is understood. It is implied. Is. Asti. Okay? So you should take the sentence to mean I am. Actually, it is wrong what I wrote. Let me fix that. Sorry. Okay. Did he do that too? No, he has done it correctly. Okay, good. Okay. I am. Then ajaha. You add this. Asti. Okay. Asti, I will tell you what it is. It's a very common word, and again, if there is one more shabda that you should memorize very quickly, it would be as. As is the dhatu. Dhatu is as, and the meaning is to be. As bhuvi. Now you know where to look for these things quickly. Alphabetical order you have in your list. You can go look it up. As bhuvi, to be. It's a second gana dhatu. You will find it right away. To be. Asti is the third person single. When would you use third person? When it is not about me, not about you. To whom I'm talking. It's somebody other than that. Who are we talking about here? Gajaha or ajaha in this sentence. Right? In this sentence we are talking about ajaha. Goat. I am. What did I am mean? Pronoun? This. Right? But did we know that I am means this? No. What do we know? Idam. The pratipadikam idam means this. Now, this pratipadikam idam, we have to understand how it is declined. Correct? So now, you turn to page 69 in your book. Page 69. Oh, okay. It will look like this. Okay, you can do some pattern matching. It will look like this. Okay? 69. Alright? Or maybe you can do one very simple thing. No, you just take a pen and write your English numbers and keep it for now. Till you're comfortable. Okay? So, what do you see there in the second half of the page? Makaranta pullinga idam shabdaha. Why makaranta? Idam is ending in makara. So makaranta, what linga is it? Pullinga, pullinga, idam shabdaha. Meaning this. Now you see the declension. How is it going? Ayam, imau, ime. Second line is imam, enam, imau, enau, iman, enan. When you see this such a form with a dash, it means this has two allowed forms. Okay? Both are valid. There may be certain restrictions at times as to which form you can use. We will go into that later. But for now, understand both forms are valid. If you are if you are memorizing this declension, you should memorize it like this. Ayam, imau, ime, imam, enam, imam, imau, enau, iman, enan. That's how you should memorize it. Not one of them, both. Then, anena, enena, abhyam, ebihi, asmai, abhyam, ebhyah, asmat, abhyam, ebhyah, asya, anayoho, enayoho, esham, asmin, anayoho, enayoho, eshu. Done. Is there a sambodhana? You don't call somebody, hey, this. Doesn't work that way, okay? So, they don't have it. So many sarvanamas will not have a sambodhana. Okay? Now, where do you find I am in this declension? Huh? Prathama singular. Good. So now, ajaha was what? Ajaha was masculine. One. Correct? Now, asti is third one. We are fine with that. What is the relationship between I am and ajaha? I told you, anything which is there must be related to each other. Is I am related to asti or I am related to ajaha? Related to ajaha in this case. Right? So it is qualifying ajaha, the goat. So when a noun qualifies another noun, it should have the same gender and same number. Okay? So once you know ajaha is masculine singular and you know I am is a pronoun, you can go, if this is only pronoun, like this case, simple sentence, you can blindly go and put M11 there. You will not be wrong. Okay? But then you need to know what is the pratipadikam, because otherwise you don't know meaning. Because what is I am, you don't know. Now what do you find out by this? This is from idam. Idam pratipadikam means this. Okay? So then, that first case is used in the sense of an agent. Right? Now what is the verb here? As, bhuvi, to be. So, what is the agent going to do here? Agent is going to be, he is. That's it. Present tense, he is. Now, it is not he, it is an animal here. Right? Because suppose it was aja. Aja means a female goat, a she goat. So, it would have become, it would not be, suppose it was, we'll do that case also, just to make sure we are comfortable with it, okay? I am ajaha asti. So, I'm saying once I got this, I got that. So, I am is what now? Going back to the evening class. Forget I am for a minute. Leave that out. Ajaha. Ajaha asti. Basic sentence. I am, leave it for a minute. Ajaha asti. What does it mean? Goat is. What is the verb tracking? Verb is tracking what? The noun. What is the noun? Is it an agent or an object? Agent. What kind of a prayoga is this? Kartari prayoga. Get it? It's not difficult. It's easy. Kartari prayoga. Why? Because asti is the verb. It means is. And the agent is the agent of that action of being. Right? Therefore, that agent must have the same number as 1. Suppose now I said, okay, before I go there, let me also show you where is the form for us. Okay? Now, take the second book, Dhatu Manjari. This is a good exercise for all of you to know how the books are used, okay? So now, we will have to find where is us here. Let me find it first. And then I will tell you. Okay. Go to, see now, the way to go about this, looking for this, is you will first go, when you are doing it by yourself, I'm saying, you will go to the glossary, the list of roots, which we have. Yeah? You can go there, you will find us for sure. Us is the second gana. Okay? Now I know second gana it's second gana, so I'm coming straight to second gana's first page. Okay? Second gana starts here on page number 33. It's called Dvitiya Ganaha Adadihi, second conjugation. Okay? We're looking at Shabdru Manjari now. Page 33. I just told you how do you get to page 33? Because you know it's second gana. How do you know it's second gana? You look at your glossary. Okay? There are 10 groups, I told you, 10 ganas. This is the second gana. It is called Adadi. Adadi, why Adadi? I told you this dhatu list of Panini is in sequence. First he finishes all the first gana dhatus. Then he finishes all the second gana dhatus. Then third. It's in sequential order. So the first dhatu in each type, in each group, is given the name Adadi, means the group starting with Ada. Okay. Bhuvadi means beginning with bhu. Divadi means beginning with diva. Okay. So it's like a running list of 2200 roots. Okay. So it's like this. Let me show you here. Suppose you had roots 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this it goes up to 2200. All right. So now first group always will start on the first one. No question about that. Let's say it ends at 2 roots. Okay. Then, or let's make it 200 for now, just for the fun of it. Okay. So 201st one will be second kana. Then let's say this is the 380th one. Okay, these are arbitrary numbers. Don't take them for any standard. This could be the third kana. So this way we go. So whichever is the first one in the boundary, that dhatu gives the name for that group. Adadi means starting with ada. That's all it means. Okay. So now adadi gana is the gana we are interested in. Now you can see even in this dhatu manjari you have a lot of roots given. Ada bhakshane. That's the first one. You see the first one there? Ada bhakshane, to eat. Atti. Right? That atti is the lat lakara prathama purusha eka vachana. Pra pu e means prathama purusha eka vachana. Anybody who wants to write that down can do so. Pra is prathama purusha. Pra pu is prathama purusha. A is eka vachana. Okay. So in our terminology, I would just mark it as 1, 1. That's it. Not 1, 1. I would mark it as, third one because of the verb, not a noun. Third person singular form of lat lakara. Okay. That is how the forms are shown. The form for third person singular is shown for each case. Okay. So now you can see ada, ana. What is the third one? Asa bhuvi. Asa bhuvi. And meaning is to be. What is the form? Asti. What is asti now? Third person singular. So now what can the meaning be? He, she, it, to be, is. Okay? Because if you took the previous one, to eat, it is very easy. He, she, it eats. Atti. He, she, it breathes. Aniti. It's very simple. But with to be, you can't say to be's. You have to say is. That's it. Alright? So now you flip the page. Go 2 pages ahead. So it shows you first Parasmaipadi dhatus under second gana. We will cover Parasmaipadi Atmanepadi in the next class. Okay? Next is Atmanepadi, then Ubhayapadi. These are just some endings. We will go over them. Then you see the first dhatu. Ad. This is on page 36. Ad. Bhakshane. To eat. Sakarmaka is what is saying on the top of the page. You're there? Okay. Then you see there are lakaras. Lat, first one, present tense. Right? Next one is what? Lang, imperfect past tense. Then lot, imperative. Palani, you got it or no? Page 36. Page 36. Found it? Atti. Atti, ada bhakshane. Okay. So, I'm saying, there what do you see now? I'm saying you're seeing, first is lat, present tense. 9 forms are given to present tense. Like, atti, attaha, adanti, atsi, attaha, attha, admi, advaha, admaha. Right? That's over. Present tense is over. Next, the tense changes. Imperfect past. Lang lakara. Adatta, attam, adan, adaha, attam, atta, adam, adva, adma. What does it mean now? Forget about imperfect for a minute. Just take it as past tense. What does it mean? Adatta would mean what? Who ate? He, she, it ate. Second one, attam. They both ate. Okay. Adma. Adma. Watch what I'm doing. I'm not going one by one. Adma. We all ate. Okay. Don't be blind. I'm deliberately going to go here and there now. You have to be alert. Okay. Then next one is lot, imperative. As I said, for now you understand it as an order. Okay. You should eat. Okay. All right. Now, We all ate. We all ate. Adam is I ate, not Adma. Adam is I ate. Adma is we all ate. Be cautious. Okay? Then, lot. Suppose I said, Atta. Atta. What is it now? Atta. You all eat. Very good. Okay. Now if I say Adani. All guesswork. What is loat's meaning? What is lot? It's like an order. It must happen. Means what? I must eat. Okay? That's how you have to look at it. Then, whittling is similar. Okay? Similar to lot. Take the meaning as same for now. I will refine it as we go ahead. All right? Take those two as similar for now. Don't worry about the differences. Yeah. It's not correct. It's not exactly the same. Otherwise, there won't be two things. But for now, you keep it like that because I would like to refine it when we get to the right time. So now, Adhyatam. What would it mean? Adhyatam. Look at the forms. They both must eat. Adhyatam. Okay. Suppose I said Adhyama. As I said, you please wait. I will speak about further details of whittling when the time comes. Okay. Right now my goal is to get you running. So I'm trying to show you some things while we are going with it. But this is the first pass. The way this language class is going to work for you is this. Any topic you will see, I will make several passes at it. Each pass I will add one extra bit of information. So it's easier for you to take that one extra bit and put it in your head. So I will just keep adding one bit at a time. So you will repeat the first 4 and add a 5th one. Repeat first 5, add a 6th one. So you will, Abhyasam you will get automatically. Okay? That's the way I'm going to do it. And that is the way the Parampara does it very nicely. Okay? So, now what is Adhyava? Adhyava. We too must eat. Okay? Good. Now I'm just going to pull something out of which or lakara, I don't know, okay? You'll have to figure out and tell me. Atsi. 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 Huh? What tense is it? Good. No, because you eat could also be in order, right? That's what I'm just saying, okay? So if you're saying load, you must add a word like must or should or something, okay? So we'll be okay with that. All right. Now look at the next page. Opposite page. Yes. It's not an order. That's why I said you eat is just you eat. I don't want to say you are eating because that gives the present continuous. You eat. Okay? But not you should eat. Not that voice. Not you eat. No. You eat. Just fact. Statement of fact. Okay? All right. Now let's look at our dhatu, which we started with. As. As dhatu. What are the forms? Asti. You can read with me. Asti, staha, santi. Asi, staha, stha. Asmi, smaha. Good. So now, what will the meaning be? Start from the rear end now. Smaha. What does it mean? We all what? We all are. Good. Good. Swaha. Good. Asmi. Good. Asti. He is, she is, it is. All the three. Okay? Staha. Okay. Good. Asi. Tat. Tvam. Asi. What is asi? What does asi mean? You are. So what can now tat tvam asi mean? At least you know one part of that word. Out of 3 words, you know one. Okay, Mahavakya you have started already. Okay? Asi means you are. So what you are, you have to find out. That's different. Okay? But asi, you understood asi. Then you can, just like we did others, you can see all the tenses here. Asit, etc. Okay. This, you can mark this page if you like. If you want to memorize one more dhatu, this dhatu will help you because lot of places this asti will come. And wherever there is no verb, I will supply on asti or bhavati. Okay? So it's a useful thing to know. At least know the basic latakara. Asti staha santi, asi staha stha, asmi swaha sma. Okay? Now let's go back to our ant one. Because I showed you now how to get to this as dhatu. I'm sorry, infant reader, no ant one. Ant one has been my old hangover. Okay? Which I want to get over. Alright. So, I am ajaha. I told you what? Forget about ajaha. I am first. Ajaha asti. Okay? So what did we find here? Asti is the verb. It is being tracked by the noun, which is the agent of the action which is being. Right? Therefore, ajaha is the agent. The goat is the agent of what? Of being. Right? Therefore, I just say, you don't translate it like that. Goat is the agent of being. No, you say goat is. Right? But I'm saying literally, this is the way you should look at it. Goat is the agent of being. In your mind, you should see that. Then you translate it properly. Goat is. I'm happy with that. Now you tell me what is happening in gajaha asti. Of being. So gaja is. Elephant is. Okay? Now let us say that we are talking of a feminine goat. A female goat. And I'm going to tell you that the word for it is aja is the pratipadikam. Okay? Is the pratipadikam. Now, you look up, which word are you going to look up for nominative singular for aja? Where will you look? In the first, which book are you going to look at? Shabda Manjari. Good. So pick up your Shabda Manjari. Right? Then what are you going to look for? Napumsakalinga. Why, sir? When did the she-goat become Napumsaka? I didn't say Napumsaka goat. Huh? Rama is the one. So now you, what are you looking for now? Asti is the verb, right? Now we can write asti. Asti is a verb, which means it has nothing to do with linga, right? Asti is what? Third person singular, correct? Okay. Now what will, so what has to go with that as an agent now? Aja has to go. So now aja is the pratipadikam. Tell me the form for that. What word should I use? This is the pratipadikam. It's not the word yet. Aja asti. Why? And now what is aja? Now is feminine, first person, first case, prathama vibhakti, ekavachana. Correct? The female goat is the agent of being. Now let me raise the bar a little further. Now I am telling you that the verb is santi. Okay? Asti, staha, santi. Same as dhatu, I have changed it to third person plural. Okay? Now I want you to give me the corresponding word for aja. Ajaha santi. And give me the numbers here which I should put. This is feminine. Give me the case first. Vibhakti. Vibhakti and vachana. Plural. Don't say third person. Give very clear. Vachana is only singular, dual, plural. Good. Got that? Okay. Now I am going to go back to my dear aja. Masculine. Ajaha. Not ajaha. I want now 2 goats. You tell me what's the whole sentence. 2 goats. 2 goats are Ajau. Look at asti forms. Staha. Ajau. Staha. Good. Very good. So, ajaha asti. Ajau staha. Ajaha santi. Aja asti. Then, aje staha. Then, ajaha santi. Good. Now, let us now bring this. This we have left so far out. What is this? Idam. Idam is a pratipadikam. So if you don't know the Shabda, you go back to that, go to the page 69 again in the Shabda Manjari. Now I want you to tell me, see, first let us start with Ajaha Asti. Okay, actually Ajaha Asti is already there, so let us not do that. Ajaha Santi. Let's keep something, the bar should be a little higher. Too simple means we'll just say it. Ajaha Santi. Right? Alertness should be there. Okay, good. Ime is right, but you should tell me the whole process. What did you do? First, what is the Pratipadikam? Idam. What linga are you using? Huh? Since when did the goat become Napumsakalinga? I don't understand this, Nitya. First, make up your mind. Did you ask me what is Ajaha so far? You started doing things already. I told you male, right? Good. So, it can be both. That's why I'm saying this is a trick, okay? Now, I'm saying it happens to be masculine. Masculine, 3. 1, 3. Now, Ajaha is fine. Now tell me, which form of idam should I use for this? Idam is a pronoun which is qualifying Ajaha. Correct? So it should take exactly the same case and number as Ajaha. That's the gender, case and number should be the same. Now tell me what will you use? It will be, say it like this. Idam pratipadikam. Right? Then, what is the vibhakti? Prathama vibhakti. Then, which linga? First we should say pratipadikam, then linga, then vibhakti and vachana. Pratipadikam, linga, vibhakti, vachana. What are they? Idam is the pratipadikam. Vibhakti is pullinga. Next is linga. Pullinga. Vibhakti is prathama. Vachana is bahu. That is ime. So, I will have to now write it as what? Ime. And it has to be masculine 1, 3. Clear? Good? Okay. Now, we are going to, I want you to exactly the same, except I am changing this ajaha. I want you to now go for feminine plural. Tell me the whole sentence. Feminine plural. Imaha ajaha santi. Good. Is that making sense? Okay. Basically, it's very simple. Once you understood the process, it's very simple. What we do? First, you catch the verb. What is the verb? Us, third person, plural. Right? Once you got that in your head, now, as I told you, that verb has to track either an object or a subject. Okay? Right now, you don't have enough information to know that, but I'm telling you the verb is tracking, and based on the Santi form, I can tell you that it is actually tracking the agent, not the subject, the agent. I would like to use the word agent, karta. So, I have to find something in nominative plural. Okay? Because once this, I have to find something in nominative. Once you have it being tracked, has to be nominative. I find two things. Right? One of them is the proper agent, other one is the pronoun qualifying. So first go for the proper agent. Right? So this happens to be, you said, feminine. Has to be one. One is clear. And since this is 3, the Santi is Bahuvachana, this cannot but be Bahuvachana. So once you got the verb as third person plural, blindly you can put Aja is the agent of it, tracking the verb, put first case first, nominal. And on this side, Vachana, you just use whatever is here. You cannot go wrong. Okay, now once you know this, now you want to say, you want to use the Pratipadikam idam. This. Pratipadikam is idam. What linga is it? Feminine. What case and number do you want? What case number do you want? What case, what vibhakti and what vachana? Prathama vibhakti and? Bahuvachana. Why? Because it is qualifying the noun ajaha. And ajaha is? It is feminine and it is first prathama vibhakti and bahuvachana. So idam also has to take feminine, prathama vibhakti, bahuvachana. Get it? And how did we get to ajaha? I said first you take the verb santi. Santi is third person plural. Right? Once santi is third person plural means the agent of santi must be plural. I told you it's nominate, has to be nominative, there's no choice. And has to be plural. So I fixed that. Now, what is the pratipadikam? I have to know for the agent. What is the pratipadikam? Aja, feminine. Right? Now, you now go and find out what is the template for this. Akaranta strilinga. That is Rama. Once you got Rama, now you want 1-3 of Rama. Rama, Rame, Ramaha. Decline Aja like that. Aja, Aje, Ajaha. Get it? So Ajaha. We got Ajaha that way. Then Imaha came just by extrapolating that to the pronoun. So you first, as I said, catch the verb. Thoda, you twist his ears a little, he'll give you more information. That's all it is. The verb is your starting point. Start with the verb, you will be okay. So I am showing you the Kartari Prayoga example. Okay? So now you can easily extend it to Gaja. No problem. You can easily extend it to Ghata or Patra. Right? So now let us look at Bala. Let's look at this Bala business. Okay? Now you want to say there is one girl. Okay? There is one girl who is the agent of being, to literally put it in our terms. So what is the word for being? Asti. Put asti first. Blind. 1, third, 1. Okay? Once you got that, now, what do we want next? Agent. Who is the agent? Girl. What is the pratipadikam? Bala. Bala is the pratipadikam. How many, now what case and number should I put for this and why? Get that very clear. What is this now? This is tracking the, verb is tracking the agent. I have told you that. It is a Kartari Prayoga. Therefore, the number has to be 1. And whatever noun tracks the verb should always go in nominative. You got 1. So, Pratipadikam is Bala, which is, is feminine. Akaranta. 1-1. What is the form? Bala is the form. Same. Right? Then I want to get that idam word and qualify it. Now what will you look? Idam is the pratipadikam. Sarvanama, pratipadikam is idam, pronoun. What linga will you look for? Strilinga. Then what vachana will you look for? Ekavachana. What is the word? Iyam. Iyam bala asti. Simple, right? That's the sentence if you see here. Iyam bala. Just I'm adding asti. Because without asti I cannot build this very well for you. Okay? Then you look at, suppose you wanted to make this, 2 girls. What would you now? Start always with the verb, okay? What will the verb become? 2 girls. Staha. Now tell me what is Bala going to become? Bale. Good. Then? So, 1, 2 and I'm sorry, I'm again gone to my slant writing. Apologies. So, I'm sorry. So, what is this case now? 1, 2 again. And both of them are feminine. Staha. Get it? Okay. Now, let us go to Patra. I know we are about 5 minutes off, but I'll just finish with this neuter. So, you have some idea that we have done 1 chapter. Because the basic class of reading, I'm just building up your fundamentals here. Patra. What do we say about Patram now? Patra we know is Akaranta Napamsakalinga. Get it? Okay. So now I want to say All these pots are. All these pots are. Give me the verb first. Santi. Very good. Now, Santi I have got, what is case number? Where to put here? Third person. Plural. Third three. Okay? I'm using Roman as I said for verbs. Otherwise we may confuse it for nouns. That's why. Then, now what should be, what is the pratipadikam we are trying to use? Patra is a pratipadikam. Good. So now you want patra as a pratipadikam. Correct. The shabda from Shabda Manjari is like phala. Okay. And what case and number do you want now? Huh? Prathama bahuvachana. Prathama vibhakti bahuvachana is what you want. Correct? Huh? Napumsaka linga. Correct. That we got from patra directly. That's how we get to phala. Without napumsaka, you would not have gone to phala to start with. Okay? Now you got that. So now what is the form? So equivalent form is patrani. Okay. Nobody is asking me a question. Somebody can ask. But huh? Where? Look at Phalani. Why? What's the problem? That's okay. That's not a question I expected. Anyway. Nine. Okay. That's something we will talk about. Okay. I want to cover a little Panini before I teach that because it will become very simple after that. Okay. In general, if a ra or a sha are preceding, then you will get na. But that's a very brief word. There is a longer rule for it, which is much better. So I'll give you that later. Not right now. Yeah. Is a question?
Actually, patrani for the aja is not applicable because patrani from the last one.
Huh?
It's a neutral gender, but for the ajani, no, can't be said.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question again. Could you repeat it?
So this one is patrani, right? With the neutral gender.
Yeah.
But we are not using for the strilinga. This ani.
No. This is, see, we are basically doing neuter. Therefore, we are going by the phalam, phale, phalani.
Okay.
See, what did we do? I said this is neuter. Once I said neuter, you have to find the akaranta napumsaka shabda.
Okay.
Okay, and that you will find in Shabda Manjari as phala shabda.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
So if you go to page 27, you find akaranta napumsaka on Shabda Manjari. Phalam, phale, phalani.
Yes.
And therefore, we know that it's phalani is the form for nominative plural. Prathama Vyakti plural. Therefore, it becomes patrani. The only thing I was saying is it's not patrani, but patrani.
Okay.
And there is a reason for that which we will discuss later.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So now we got the patrani. Now you want what? Idam pratipadikam. What linga? Napumsaka linga. Then bahuvachana. Correct? What is the word? Imani. Imani patrani santi. Now you tell me what's the meaning. Huh? These vessels are. Or these vessels. These are vessels. Either way it's okay. No problem with that. Okay? You're fine. So you get that? Now, if you wanted to say these two eyes are. Good. So, all of you who are able to say Eme Netre Staha, I hope have got a hang of what we are trying to do now. You get the verb, then you get the noun which is agent of the verb. Kartari Prayoga I am talking. Karmani will do next time. Or maybe one time after. Because I first want to fix Kartari in your heads. So you have no doubt about it. And we are only looking at two cases. One case in fact. Nominative singular. Okay? So, Ime Netre is Staha first we fix. First fix the verb. Staha. Asdhatu. Then What is the agent of being? Netra. Eyes are. So netre, 2 eyes. Then idam has to go with that. Idam in neuter. Get it? So this is the way we will do it. Alright? So with that, actually speaking, if you see, we have done much more than the Prathama Patha. Okay? I have shown you the basis for the Prathama Patha. Now, you can all at least, there are no exercises I think, but see what is there in the Prathama Patha, see what is there in Dvitiya Patha, See that and try to come. Alright? It's not very different. You should be able to figure these things out. Alright? I'm not saying it's homework, but I'm just saying at least look at it. Be familiar with it. Let's not have a fresh mind when you come next time. Let's have something which is more Samskrita. Okay? Alright, so we'll stop here now. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Now,